All right, hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the podcast. This is episode 14 of Very Really Good with Curtis Connor, your host. Curtis Connor. Episode 14, we did it. Holy fuck. I was going to censor myself, but I don't need to do that. No censorship, bro. I'm not down with it. Don't censor me, bro. I can say whatever the fuck I want. If I want to say that dogs are stupid fucking idiots, I can say that. But I'm not going to because it's false information. Hey guys, welcome to the podcast. If this is the first time listening, I'm sorry. You're probably not listening. You probably turned it off after I said that. But thank to all the returning listeners. Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the pod. We got a good episode. I'm excited. I feel like I haven't done an episode in a while. I miss it. I miss this. This is fun. Got some energy. Took a shower. I'm feeling good. I got a coffee and a water. I'm gonna have so much liquid in me. I'm gonna piss my pants halfway through this episode. So if you hear any leaking in your earphones, in your headphones, or on your stereo, it is me. It is me pissing my fucking pants. Pissing my PJs. The P in PJs stands for piss. Piss jeans. It is PJs. What am I saying? Oops. It's Sunday. It is Sunday, and I had a good weekend. It was awesome. Other than the fucking... Oh my god. It is... In Toronto right now, it is an ice storm, which sounds fake, but it's real. It's like when ice, it's like a rainstorm, but the rain freezes into ice, and then it comes down and hits you in the neck, and you're like, okay, holy fuck, that hurts. And then it stays on the ground, and then it gets slippery. So it's basically like weather bullying you, because it's just like hitting you in the face, and you hurt. And you're hurting a lot, and then you slip and fall, and it keeps hitting you while you're down, and you're like, fuck, I'm dying. And when the weather's like, give me your lunch money, you fucking pussy, and you're like, I don't have any. So that's going on in Toronto right now, which is great. Love it. I love Toronto. I love Canada. I love the climate here. It's why I live here. This is happening while I'm like watching all my friends at Coachella. Not all of my friends, literally like 10 of my friends are at Coachella. And I'm jealous. I'm fucking jealous. But whatever. Apparently the owner of that festival or whatever is a fucking transphobic, a homophobe dude or some shit. Or what I hear. I forget. I should know. But I know he's a bad dude. So. Fuck Coachella. I'm recording a pod, baby. A pod, baby. A podcast, baby. Wah, goo goo gaga. Here we go. Holy shit. Guys, wow. Why? Okay. I'm all over the place. This is going to be a good episode. I have so much to talk about. On Friday night, I went up to visit my family for Friday and Saturday, and it was great. It was a nice 2 days. And on Friday night, I stayed at my sister's house in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada, and we saw A Quiet Place. And I'm not going to give any spoilers, but I just want to say that the scene where Steve Carell shows up. I'm kidding. That didn't happen. I don't want to give any spoilers, but all I'm going to say is that if you haven't seen A Quiet Place yet, go see A Quiet Place. That movie was so fucking good. I was literally, you know, in those bullshit trailers in like Back to Movie trailers, if you listen to the last episode, but they're like, it was like white knuckle ride. I was at the edge of my seat the whole time. That's literally like true. Like for this movie, it's true. That was the first time now I understand that saying of being at the edge of your seat, because I never understood that before, but now I get it. Because I was at the edge of my seat, and I was like, oh my god, I'm going to fall off my fucking chair right now if this movie keeps playing. And it did. And I fell. I'm just kidding. That didn't happen. But like, it was so well done. There's barely any dialogue in it, but it was just like the most, but it like said more than any movie ever has. I'm just kidding. You know, I'm not really though. So yeah, go see that movie. It's fucking awesome. John Krasinski. Hold on. John Krasinski. Let's talk about him. I'm seeing a lot of tweets being like, John Krasinski with a beard, retweet if you agree. And they're tweeting pictures from A Quiet Place, and also they're tweeting pictures from that war movie that he did. But all the real John Krasinski fans, all the real JK fans, all the JKFs, all the JFKs out there would know that John Krasinski had a beard when he played Bert in Away We Go with Maya Rudolph. Arguably one of the most heartwarming comedy films of this generation. If you haven't seen Away We Go, you should go watch that shit right now. Watch that, John, right now. This is now a movie podcast where I review movies and tell strictly John Krasinski movies, and I tell you which ones are good, which ones are bad. And it's one episode long, and it's called JK, LOL JK, John Krasinski. Yeah, Quiet Place is fucking awesome. So good, dude. God, this podcast is so dumb. I love it, though. I love this podcast. So much fun to do. So much fun. I listen to this shit, too. Like, when I'm at work and shit, and I'm like, I need something funny to listen to, I'll seriously put on my own podcast, because I know it's vain and weird, but fuck it. It's funny as shit. And when I listen to it, I'm like, oh, I can be better. You know, I'm always trying to get these pods better. And this is great. It's so great. I'm doing so well. I'm the best podcaster in the world. First topic. Speaking of movies, there's a segue. Speaking of movies, Incredibles 2. Wow. I'm excited. It's going to be good. Obviously, everyone's excited because we all love The Incredibles, right? And I tweeted about this, like, last week. I made a little joke. But, like, people are tweeting. People are tweeting shit like, I better not see any kids at The Incredibles 2 screening. I better not see any kids, all right? This is for me. This is for us. This is for us generation. Okay? I don't want to see any fucking kids. If I see a kid, I'm going to put a gun to his head and fucking kill that kid. I'm going to kill a kid if I see one in The Incredibles 2 showtime at the 4 o'clock show. I'm going to kill that kid. People are literally tweeting that. They're not putting the gun part, but they're like, this movie ain't for kids. Hey, it's a cartoon. It's a cartoon. Pretty sure cartoons, kids are the main demographic for cartoons. And hey, there's movies that came out that were continuations of movies that I probably didn't see, but I still watched them because I watched the original one first, because you can do that. Kids, as if kids never watched the fucking Incredibles. Are you dumb? Really? Really? Kids that were born and were like, oh, a Disney Pixar film? No, hold on. Because parents are like, oh, wait. My kid likes superheroes, and there's a Disney Pixar film that's really heartwarming and teaches a lot of lessons and is about a superhero family? Fuck it. No, I'm not going to show it to them because they didn't see it in theaters, and they weren't born when it came out. Fuck you. Fuck you. Sure, maybe you're joking. I know you are, the people who tweet that, but fuck you. It's not funny. It's so, like, it's just cringy to be like, that's like me watching Fox and the Hound, because that movie came out in like 1839. That movie came out so fucking long ago, before TVs and VCRs were even existed. Fox and the Hound existed on a VHS tape. And people were like, what is this? And the guy who made Fox and the Hound was like, it's a VHS, and you can play it in your VHS player on your television screen. And everyone was like, kill this guy, he's a fucking lunatic. But he was right. You can play VHS on a VHS player. VCR. Jesus. Anyways, like if I were to watch Fox and the Hound when I was like a kid, and I did, because it's a great movie, when I was watching that, that's like someone barging in who's, I don't know, a fucking 100, and who was alive when Fox and the Hound came out. And he was like, what the fuck what are you watching? What are you watching? Are you watching Fox and the Hound? Fuck you, dude. How dare you? This came out when I was alive. You can't watch it. It's stupid. It's so dumb. I can watch any movie I want because I'm a kid. Wait, that's not true. Kids can't watch any movies I want. I can watch any cartoon film I want because I'm a kid, stranger. Get out of my house. And then he goes and tweets, kids shouldn't be watching Fox and the Hound. Oh, that's good coffee. That's good coffee. Yeah, so I tweeted and I was like, people didn't think my tweet was a joke. I tweeted, I better not see any kids in the Incredibles 2 theater This movie is for sad old people who are crippled by nostalgia. Ha ha ha, I have no personality, or something like that, along the lines of that. And people are like, a lot of people, like people who follow me, they get it, obviously, because they know my sense of humor, and they understand when I'm joking, which is pretty much all the time. And but like people retweeted it, because it's Twitter, and that's what you do on Twitter. And some people retweeted it, and then it's all the people that follow them that don't know me, and they see that tweet, and they thought I was being serious. They thought that tweet was being serious, as if someone would end their tweet with in all capitals saying, ha ha ha, I have no personality. Just didn't want to read that far into the 140 characters, or 280, I guess. Like, people are so fucking stupid. Like, it's a joke. I don't know. I don't fucking know. Just be funnier. Be smarter. Hey, people who don't understand my bad, terrible jokes, be better, huh? Why don't you be better? Be better. B is the loneliest. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. I wanted to talk about this. This is I wrote this down because I don't even know if this is funny. But I was thinking like I forget what I was watching. I think I was watching something about like weather for some reason. And oh, okay, sorry. I was watching like these YouTube compilations of like near death compilations where people are like they almost die, which is wow, what a crazy part of YouTube to be in. I'm a fucking crazy person, but they're crazy. You should watch them. And the video, one of the videos started off with someone standing by a tree, and then it was like raining, and they're dancing by a tree. First off, why the fuck are you doing that? Don't do that. Don't dance by a tree in the rain, you idiot. And then they're just like dancing around, being like, "I'm in the rain." And then they said that. I don't know if what they said because it was there inside while the person was outside, but I know they said that. They're like, "I'm in the rain," and they're dancing. And then they walked away from the tree. 2 seconds later, like this huge lightning bolt hit the tree, and it was like boom, and then like pieces of the tree like flew around and shit. And like that was the first clip of the video, and I had to pause it. I literally had to pause it and be like, oh my god. And then I just sat there for a minute being like, as if lightning exists. Right? This is the weirdest bit I've ever thought of, but as if lightning is just a thing that fucking happens. From the sky, from the clouds, all the way up there, the things that are above us at all the times, shoots a fucking electric beam of energy that can kill someone randomly onto the planet. Holy shit, like, that's insane. I've never thought of it in my 23 years of life. I've never sat down and just thought about lightning for more than a minute. And when I did that, I was like, we're not real. Nothing's real, because not even a fucking the best sci-fi writer in the world could just come up with that. So nothing is real, and we're in a simulation, and this is all fake because lightning exists. Lightning's out there. Or actually, no. We're all living in a simulation where some person is just like, fuck it, lightning, right? And then there's people who are like watching him do it, like simulate this whole thing, are like, are you sure, dude? Are you sure about lightning? And he's like, yeah, I'm going to do that. It's going to be sick. You know those clouds, right? Well, yeah, those clouds you put in for like rain and stuff. It's actually really smart because like that makes like a good like water system and stuff. Yeah, I'm gonna have laser beams shoot out of it that are electric laser beams that shoot out of it and hit the earth in a random spot. Are you sure about that, man? That's pretty fucking crazy. Yeah, I want to do it. It's gonna be cool. It's gonna be like, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna like mess up trees and shit. Oh, well, like, why is it gonna accomplish anything? Nah, it's just gonna be fucking crazy. Well, all right. See ya. Have fun with that. And that's how that happened, because that is a conversation that happened between the person who is simulating our Earth and someone who is watching them simulate our Earth, because lightning is real. And tornadoes? Pardon? What, you said tornadoes? Is that what you said? Oh, spinning wind that picks shit up and throws it away as far as it can? Spinning cyclones of wind that destroy shit. Oh. Okay. Yeah, if God's real, he's a fucking prick for making lightning and tornadoes. As if. Man, that's fucking crazy. I was obsessed with tornadoes when I was a kid. Such a fucking weirdo. I was so obsessed with tornadoes. Oh my god. I would literally like draw, you know how you draw tornadoes with a pencil? You like draw them really thick on the top, like long lines, and you just go like back and forth, and it gets like, and you go down and it gets like smaller and smaller till like it makes like a cyclone type look. I did that on every sheet of paper. I'm sure my teacher, like, whenever he got assignment from me, was like, yep, Curtis, here's another fucking tornado. Jesus Christ. Idiot. He's such a fucking idiot. Literally every page I would draw a tornado. And I would watch the movie Twister, like, every week. And when The Day After Tomorrow came out, not really a tornado, but it was, weather-based. It was a weather-based film. And I would watch that every day. I just loved weather. What a fucking stupid thing to like. It's a thing that happens. I mean, everything's kind of stupid in the grand scheme of things, but you know what I mean. Weather? That's stupid. What are you doing, Kurt? But those near-death videos are crazy. Some of them are asking for it. Like, they'll be on, like, the top of a building, because, it's a building, and they have a GoPro, and they'll be on there, and they'll be, like, hanging off the edge by their fucking fingertips. They'll be 40 stories in the air, hanging off of a building by their goddamn fingertips, being like, hey, what's up, guys? I'm on the side of a building. Like on my page, and like my Instagram. Because, I don't know, they're from Belgium, I guess. It's so weird. Why would you what's the appeal? What's the appeal? And it's always a fucking white guy. It's always a fucking white kid. Why is that? I don't think I've ever seen someone other than a white kid do that shit. Like, just dance on the side of a building. They'll literally, like, do the cha-cha slide on the side, on the ledge of a 40-story skyscraper. And they'd be like my video, guys. Gonna jump off this tomorrow. And all the comments are like, dude, don't. And he's like, it's fine, I'm white. I don't know what accent this is. I think I saw like one like French guy climb a building, so now I assume all of the people who climb buildings are French. I'm gonna like and subscribe for me to jump off of the building. I don't know what accent I'm doing. I'm sorry. That I don't understand that. It gives white people, it makes being white even worse. Because those white people are the same to be like, they'd cross the street when they see a fucking black person. And then but hey, dance on a building, sure, easy. But hey, I don't want to confront my racism. I'm not saying all people who climb buildings and take videos of them doing the cha-cha slide on top of skyscrapers are racist. I'm not saying that. But there is at least one. I know it. There has to be. There is, in the Venn diagram of racism and doing the cha-cha slide on a skyscraper, yeah, there's some overlap. There's some overlap. So maybe don't do the cha-cha slide on a skyscraper. Because that's racist. That's racist to do that. That's really funny. I like to say that's really funny into the microphone, because if people are listening, they don't know what's funny or not. So I kind of have to say, oh, hey, what I just said was funny, so you should be laughing right now. Holy shit, that's fucking crazy. What else should we talk about, huh? What else do we want to talk about, folks? Yeah, okay. I was watching the Food Network. I was watching Top Chef Canada, obviously, because I am a stay-at-home mother who stays at home and is a mother. I was watching Top Chef Canada with Jenna because we watched Top Chef Canada. We love the Food Network. It's fucking sick. So I was watching Top Chef Canada, and and an ad pops up. Excuse me. An ad popped up for this like new crime show called like Bullet Time or something, or Cop Fuck. This Thursday at 7 on Global TV, tune into Cop Fuck, the new cop drama where cops are fucking cops. It was like some trailer for a cop show, and dude, every lead in some crime drama show, they all look exactly the same. I haven't seen one that just looks a little different. They all have like a beard but no beard at the same time, you know that beard where it's like it could be a beard, but it's just like it's like they shave it but just enough so that it looks like a beard still. Like if they're and he has the hair that's like just kind of like a faux hawk, but not really. It just goes up at the top, and it's just like, and he has, he's got a suit on, of fucking course, and then there'll be his like female partner who it's like, will they, won't they, but they don't get along, but they kind of do, and like that, because that's so creative, and then it is the one thing we did is like when they're pitching that show to the people at the network's like, okay, so another cop drama, what makes it different? Well, this guy, he wears a green tie every episode. And then the executives are like, all right, 24 episodes. Yep, that's yours. You can do that. And you can have the primetime slot because we haven't had a green tie on here before. The last show we did, he had a blue tie. Just wasn't working. Just didn't work. But this seems right. Green, the color of money. Everybody loves that. Green, the color of leaves. I don't know what I'm saying. And the beard. How do they get the beard? Because it's not a full beard. The maintenance on that must be crazy. Or they shave him down like a clean shave, and then they sit him in a chair and they wait. And they wait for his beard hair to grow. They just stare at him. They're like, okay, it's not there yet, but it's coming. It's coming. And then when it's finally at optimal length of like 5 o'clock shadow, but a bit more than 5 o'clock shadow, they're like, okay, let's do it. Let's do the scenes, hurry up. And then they have to squeeze the scenes in before his hair grows too long because it's hard to get to the right length. And then they shave it down. They do a clean shave after it gets too long, and then they wait again, and then maybe they film all the other scenes where they don't need him. He's just waiting for that good hour where he has the optimal beard length where he can go and do his scenes, and that's what the Green Tie Cop Fuck show is really good at. They're really good at staying on schedule, staying diligent on the beard length of the main guy. And it's good. Cop Fuck is my new favorite show because the beard length. Green Tie. Like, how many cop shows do they need? Every fucking day there's a new billboard being like, with one guy with the exact look that I described and his female partner being like, will I ever get along with this guy? And then it'll be called whatever. You don't need it. How many stories are there? How many crimes are there? Killed someone? Oops. Steal some shit? Oops. Oh, wait. But the cop doesn't like being a cop? Being a cop's hard? Oh, man. Fuck. Well, that's good TV. I thought this was just going to be about a cop. But the cop, he's having a hard time with stuff. Man, I'm going to tune in next week. I can't wait to see what he's struggling with next week. Probably another crime. I don't know. The only good cop show is Cops. I'm just kidding. Fuck Cops. The Show. Don't arrest me. Hey, fuck Cops. What'd you say? I was talking about the show. I don't like it. Okay, good. Good. I would have taken your ass to jail. Yeah, I know. You fucking pig. What'd you call me? There's a pig. We're on a farm. Oh, good. Good. Stupid ass police officer. Hey, what did you call me? Huh? Huh? What did you call me? Nothing? That's funny. That's funny. I'm having fun. This is fun. Fuck cop shows. The only good cop shows are Criminal Minds, because that show fucking slaps. Criminal Minds is fire. CSI was a fucking good show for a bit. Like the first few seasons of CSI were litty. I had a CSI game for my computer. It's fucking tight. And then some other crime shows that are good. Big Bang Theory, because that show's a fucking crime. Heyo. It sucks. The show sucks. Yeah, what other crime shows are good? I think that's it. Criminal Minds and CSI. Actually, no. Cold Case Files. Cold Case Files is awesome. If y'all don't watch Cold Case Files, watch Cold Case Files. That's it. Cop shows, Jesus. They need to do... I feel like that's... They need to do a show about an occupation that isn't as glamorous and popular and riveting as a cop. They need to do like a... They need to do a show about like garbage men. That'd be... that'd be awesome. I've never seen a show about garbage waste management employees. That'd be so sick. I want to see I want to hear their story. I want to know what they're up to. Hey, I want to write that. I want to write a show about some garbage men, and it's going to be called Taking Out the Trash, and it's going to be a sitcom, and it's going to be fucking really funny. So fuck you. Don't take this idea. If I find out that any of you guys take any of the amazing ideas that I've come up with in the 14 episodes of this podcast, I will murder you. And that is a promise, not a threat. I will kill you. I'm kidding. But am I? Who knows? This is a comedy podcast, right? Everything I say is a joke. So I will kill you. Maybe not. Who knows? Just don't take my shit. I'm kidding. Literally, if you took any of the ideas, sucks to suck because they're terrible. Have I had any good ideas? No. Taking out the trash. It'd be like, I'm just a garbage man. I'm a piece of trash. You may be a garbage man, but you're the cleanest guy I know. Oh, man. Promised myself I wouldn't cry. I promised myself I wouldn't cry. And that's the episode 1. Taking out the trash. That's great. We're already at a half hour. It's been a half hour of me spewing shit out of my fucking mouth. It's great. Time flies when you're a piece of shit. That's the saying that I use all the time. My face is dry. Wintertime, huh? Also, for the people watching the video podcast, shout out to you guys who are watching the video podcast. Y'all are fucking sick. I started the podcast with wet hair. Half hour later, my hair is getting a little dry. So, pretty crazy that things are happening. Things are changing. The wetness of hair is deteriorating as this podcast goes on, which is wild. Isn't that just fucking crazy, guys? Isn't that just fucking crazy, guys? Oh, let's talk about news. The news. Let's talk about the news. So welcome to the Curtis Connor news update, where we update you on the news. So TJ Miller, I'll drop that voice, but TJ Miller, I don't know if you guys heard, but TJ Miller is an actor. He's in Deadpool, and he is a crazy person. And I thought he was just like, oh, he's funny, he's like wacky and stuff, but he's a legit crazy person, because apparently he was on a train and he was in a fight with this girl for some reason, and he was like drunk, and he called in a bomb threat. He called and said that this girl has a bomb, like the girl he was fighting with. He called the cops and was like, this girl has a bomb. This girl on the train that I'm on, she has a bomb. And then they like stopped the train and everyone got off, and they like investigated and everything, and they like searched her bag, and she didn't have a bomb, obviously. That's fucking wild. As if first off, what are you fighting with a girl on a train? What are you fighting with anybody on a train for? You're on a train. You sit and you wait. What could you possibly get unless a person literally took a dump on you while you're sitting, then maybe fight them. But even then, if someone took a shit, I'm just a fucking pussy, but if I was on the train and someone took a shit on my lap while I was sitting, I'd probably like shove them off. But if they managed to poop on me, I'd just be like, oh, what the fuck, man? Why are you shitting on? This is a train. I'm going to work, and now there's poo on me because of you. He's already gone. What am I going to do about it? Covered in shit. That's what would happen. But you're getting in a fight with someone on a train? Like a yelling, arguing fight. And you're like, fuck you, you have a bomb. 911? Yeah, this chick has a bomb. And the girl's like, wait, whoa. No, she has a bomb. And I see it. It's in her hand. And she's gonna kill us. Get here soon. Beep. That's what you get for picking a fight with me, baby. You're gonna go to jail. Actually, I think you're gonna go to jail because you just called a false bomb threat. False bomb threat, you say? Is that real? Can that happen? Yeah, that's a crime to report a fake bomb. Shit. Okay, I didn't know that. Can you call them and say that it was just a joke? Fuck you. No, I'm not going to do that. You're going to jail. Come on. If you don't call them and tell them it was a joke, I'm going to shit on you. No, don't do that. Too late. I'm shitting on you. Because it's a train, and that's what you do to start fights. Shit on people. Don't shit on people on the train. I'll say also TJ Miller, don't. Also anybody, don't call in a fake bomb threat. That's so dumb. As if that's a real story, right? I thought, like, when I heard stuff about TJ Miller, like when I watched his interviews, I'm like, this guy's fucking crazy. And then when I heard that, I was like, oh, this guy's fucking crazy. Two different meanings. Same sentence, very different meanings from me. So yeah, that fucking happened. It was crazy. Also, I want to talk about a meme that I really like that's been happening. Mark Zuckerberg, that whole like Facebook thing that he was like testifying in front of Congress, and Congress was like, man, it pissed me off because like Mark, I don't want to like ever think of Mark Zuckerberg as like someone who did something good. He's just weird. He makes me feel very uneasy. I think it makes a lot of people feel uneasy, but he's just like an awkward guy. I don't think he's an alien or a robot. Actually, maybe. I don't know. But I think he's just like a super awkward guy. He doesn't know how to behave in social situations, and that's fine. Social situations are fucking weird. And he's like a fucking genius. Like billionaire. So, when all those people were it was really funny. When like the people on like in Congress were like asking him questions about Facebook, but they're all like old dudes, so they don't know how Facebook works. They're like, so if I were to send an email on WhatsApp, first of all, what the fuck? No. If you said if I send an email on WhatsApp, do you hear what you just said? This is legit what someone fucking asked him. They started the question with that. They started the question with, if I were to send an email on WhatsApp, pretty sure you can send an email through your email and not WhatsApp. First off, WhatsApp? Stupid app. That's how we started it. If anybody starts a question with, hey, if I send an email on WhatsApp, I'm going to tune out. I'm going to not listen to the rest of the sentence because the rest of the question doesn't exist. To me, all you said was, hey, if I send an email on WhatsApp. There's no other part to it. I'm not listening. But he was like, if I send an email on WhatsApp and I talk about my personal information, will that be sent to Facebook? And then Mark Zuckerberg was like, no, dude, that's not how that works. And he's like, but what I'm saying is that if I send an email on WhatsApp, will Facebook know what I'm saying? And then he was like, no, that's not how that works. And it went back so many times. And then, like, if you're gonna have this big fucking questioning to Mark Zuckerberg about this really like serious issue about like data and like being and like sharing your data and being safe and having privacy on the internet, if you're going to have this big debate and questioning, maybe don't have people on the asking questions who are fucking 100. Get people who are maybe like 30, 40 tops who know what they're talking about, not being like, so Mark Zuckerberg, yeah. Well, how do I tag someone on my Facebook photo? Sorry, come again. So I have a photo of me and my wife, and I want to tag her on it because I heard you could do that. How do you do it, sir? I think this is this hearing was about privacy issues and the data breach that happened, right? Yeah. But how do I tag my wife? How do I tag my wife, Zuck? You just you click on it, edit, and you do tag, and then you add the person, and then whoa, slow down, and he pulls out a pen and paper. Oh, slow down. So I go to Facebook, right? Oh my fucking god! And then he shoots them all with his Facebook gun. Facebook gun. God, it was such a cringy fucking thing to watch. But I loved it. I love watching that shit. I love watching stuff that makes me feel uncomfortable and makes me angry. I love it. I like it more. I like watching shit that I hate more than watching shit that I like. I don't know why. I think it makes me feel better about myself. So I watch something that's really good. If I watch Breaking Bad, I'm like, fuck. Or if I watch like Community or 30 Rock, I'm like, Jesus, this is really good and smart. And I just get mad because like I could never come up with that. But if I watch some shitty stuff like a stupid vlog or Kush Poppy or fake female Viagra pranks, I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm doing all right. I'm doing just fine. I'm doing just fine, babe. Just fine, babe. That was my impression of a motorcycle person when someone asks if they need a refill, but they don't need one. I'm fine, babe. I'm going to talk about one more thing and then probably end it. Before I do, I want to say really quick, thank you for listening or watching. If you're watching, it really means a lot. This podcast is a lot of fucking fun to do and just talk shit and hang out. And you guys are loving it. Hopefully, maybe. I know you guys are at least liking it, and that's all that I need. So thank you. So please share this with your friends. Post it on your story. Listen to it with your friends. Yeah, it's just get it out there. You know, fuck it. Let's take over the world. I'm going to talk about one more thing that I saw. I was walking to work. It was like 8:45 in the morning, which makes this story even worse because I was not prepared for what I was about to see. I was crossing the street. I saw this guy. He was also crossing the street, but coming towards me. Well, not really, like kind of diagonal. And he was walking. He had like a buzz cut, and he had his hood on. And I was like just looking at him, and I was like, that's a guy. And then I kept walking, and then he took his hood off, and then I looked, and it wasn't a buzz cut. It was all his head was all buzzed, shaved. And at the back, he had a long, like, ponytail, like, thin, braided ponytail that went down into his jacket. So I don't know how long it was. I'm losing sleep over it because I want to know how long his fucking ponytail was. Or rat tail, whatever it was. I remember being, and it was like 8:45 in the morning, and I saw a buzz cut and a ponytail. Thin, braided ponytail. Going into a coat at 8:45 in the morning, and I was like, I need to go home. I can't. What did I just see? What did I just see? What did I just see at 8:45? And I have to just go about my day like that didn't happen? Fuck that. I'm still pissed about it. Don't have that. Don't have that haircut. Don't. You already have a buzz cut. You already have. It's already buzzed. You're not going to lose anything if you're just buzzing that part off. And you know how like when guys are older and they go bald and stuff and they have the ponytail and it's just like bald on the top and they have the ponytail? It wasn't like that. He had his whole head. There was hair there. It was just shaved, buzzed, and then he had at the back. And I mean, it wasn't like just, it was like at the back, like the back of his neck. That hair was just really long and braided. Not braided, right? Braided, yeah. Really thin. And it went into his coat. Into his coat. Because it's cold out. Just shave it. Just shave it. I honestly can't believe it. If that is like, maybe I'm being a fucking asshole or like a fucking piece of shit if that's like if that is a hairstyle in some other part of the planet, I apologize, but I've never seen it before, and I was just like, to me it doesn't make sense. Like, it's like buzzing all of your hair and only having a thin ponytail, only having the ponytail, it's like wearing a parka and no pants. It's like wearing a full parka and no pants. Because you're putting all this work into having one part of you're putting all this work and effort into the one part, and then the other part you're just like, fuck it. I don't need it. You're putting all this work into your ponytail, and the rest of your head you're like, bzzz, bzzz. And you're like, and then you just stop yourself when you get to the ponytail. You're like, not today. Having a ponytail if you're a dude, and you have the rest of the hair that makes it a ponytail, still weird. That's weird. But having just the ponytail and buzzed hair, I mean, at least keep your hood on until like noon. Don't take your hood off and show me that shit at 9 in the morning. My day's ruined. My week's ruined. My podcast is ruined. Next time I see him, I'll be like, hey, buddy, you ruined my fucking pod. Episode 14, you ruined it. He's like, what pod? I'm like, how dare you? Very, really good. And he's like, no. And I'm like, yeah, I'm Curtis Connor. And he's like, no way. I didn't know what you look like. I only heard your voice from your famous podcast. And I'm like, yeah, it's me. You were the one I was talking about in episode 14. And he's like, no way. And then he takes off his hood and it's gone. He's like, you made me shave it. I was saving that hair. I was growing that hair since I was a baby. And it was getting my hair. It was a symbol of me and my strength as a human being. Because I overcame a very life-threatening disease, and this hair is a reminder of my strength and my courage and how much I will never give up. And I'm like, well, fuck. Sorry, man. Why'd you cut it? Why'd you cut it, dude? How dare you cut that? And he's like, just kidding. It's still here. And he whips it around and hits me in the face. And he's like, fuck you. Don't tell me what to do. And I'm like, I learned my lesson. Jesus Christ. And on that note, that was episode 14. I think I might call this episode Fuck Cops. Fuck Cops. What? No, the show. I meant the show. I don't like it that much. It's a dishonest portrayal of the correctional fucking, I don't know. It's a bad portrayal of how cops are in general. He's like, okay, I understand. It's a tough job. We're trying our best. Cool, but stop killing black people. All right, Jesus, I need to end this podcast. Thank you so much for listening. It means a lot. To follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Curtis Connor. Probably next episode I'll do some answer some questions that you guys tweet me and stuff. Subscribe to the Very Really Good YouTube channel. All these episodes are videotized and put into video form and uploaded so you can watch them. If you don't want to listen to the iTunes app or SoundCloud, you can just throw them on your laptop or some shit and watch them or whatever. You can watch my hair start wet and end dry. Pretty crazy shit. And subscribe to the podcast on iTunes. Leave a review because it really helps us out, gets us out on the charts. And subscribe on SoundCloud. Do it all. Do it all, baby. Love you all so much. Seriously, you guys are sick as fuck, and I really appreciate all the support for the podcast, and I'm stoked that you guys are listening and loving it. So, thank you very much, and fuck cops. Peace out.